Got a busy day ahead of me. Wanted to get this out for Forza Fridays, and that's what we're doing. Initial plan earlier, I guess last episode, was just come in, do a couple more head-to-heads, some street racing, get into the pink slip showdown, if you will. Plans have changed, and for good reason. It was a very, very magical night, and Tony Romo played for the Mavericks. Well, he tried to play, but Commish wouldn't let him. But he was there, and that wasn't televised for some reason that I'll never understand, because we prioritize a Rangers early season game over what is the final home game of the Mavericks. I don't get it. Anyway, the other big thing that happened that night that I did get to catch the tail end of when I got back home after work, oh my, sort of off location a little bit, Dodge unveiled the Demon. They've been teasing this thing for a long, long time. We're not talking an A-body. No. It's not 71. It's not 72. It's not the Dart Sport that replaced the Demon because the people couldn't handle the heat. It's the reimagined Demon, the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. So this is basically a step up from the Hellcat, if you will. And we've been having a good time here, sort of in our resto mod. I wouldn't say too pro touring. I'd say it's built more for the street and the strip here. But I've been running the 69 Charger here for a while. I think it's time. I tweeted and Dodge and Forza, and no response yet. Last time around, Forza Horizon 2, with the launch of Fast and the Furious 7, they had the big free DLC. At the time it was free. People get mad because I think you have to pay for it now, but it was free for a brief moment in time. That was awesome. I don't guess we're going to get that here with the Fate of the Furious installment number 8, whatever you want to call it. And that's a buzzkill because that would have had the Demon. These cars were seen in the trailers, and no one really knew what they were. It just looked like a, kind of a cheap wide body kit type of a thing, right? Just something you kind of slap on at some movie in-house upfitting plant or something. Turns out some of those were actually real Demons off the production line. And if you missed it, the Demon, it is basically a 2018, again, step up from the Hellcat, if you will. You can order this car with just the driver's seat. You can delete the rear seat. You can delete the passenger seat. You shave a lot of weight that way, and that's a big deal. Every 100 pounds, basically a tenth of a second. And this thing, from the factory, as delivered, all the electronic bells and whistles, traction control, torque assist, everything you can imagine to keep you from doing something incredibly dumb in a car that has way too much power for the street and the vast majority of people that drive it. Goes down the quarter mile, 9.65 seconds. That is insane. It is the first ever factory production car to have enough torque to leave it launch and do a wheelie. Albeit a short one, but hey, that's what you want if you've got your suspension dialed in. That's sort of what they tailored it for, of course. And what is 0 to 60? If I remember from the presentation right, it's like 2.3 seconds. People used to talk back in the day, 0 to 60 in 5-something seconds, right? 5.3 was like, oh, snap, son. 2.3. Like, in the time it takes me to say Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, if you were riding shotgun in my Demon and I outfitted it with a passenger seat, we would already be doing 60. 0 to 100 was insanely fast as well. And with the movie, I guess, actually, the movie drops today, so I can assume we're not going to get, like, the promo pack type of a thing. I would really, really, really love to see a standalone Demon offered. I don't think we'll be able to replicate it perfectly. In fact, I haven't even looked. I was always going to purchase a late model Challenger, but I kind of wanted to take it. I was going to do, second gen Charger. Then I was thinking we'd step up to a Viper. Then I was thinking we'd go back. And not sure what we would wind up with. I was actually thinking of doing a 58 Fury instead of the 70 Challenger. And then we were going to jump back, go modern, and do a late model Challenger. And then either go back, and do a 70 Challenger, or come in and maybe do like a truck or something. But I might mix in a few Brand X cars from time to time. But my heart and soul is with Mopar, if you didn't know. That's why we played Dodge Charger Challenger Racing. Which, if that game would have been done on a scale similar to Forza, oh my, what a game. I'd probably still be playing it. But let's come in here. Horizon recommends. I don't need your recommendations. I'm going to build my own. So we got some money. We've been hitting the streets, getting some cash, right? We're going to cycle over here. I assume it would be under Dodge, but I guess I could keep it under SRT as well. So let's see what we got. All right, so see, I was thinking we might come in, do the ACR, and then again go back old school, whatever. Let's make sure they didn't do it. So we got a 2015 Charger Hellcat. That ain't what we're looking for. We got the 2015 Challenger Hellcat. That's a real contender. It's probably what we'll go with, just because it's already closer to the horsepower. I don't know if I hit on the horsepower. Hellcat, as you should know, 707. The Demon, 840. If you're thinking, wait, how did they do that? You know, did they just change pulleys, up the boost? Can't really justify that with a production car. And so what they did, they just put a bigger blower on it, basically, upped it ever so slightly. And, ooh, that 08 looks really nice too, though. Viper is the one car I would really like to add to my stable. Sad news, 2017. Currently the last year for the Viper, you know. There's our little dream machine here. And honestly, I was probably going to... I don't know if you can even do it in the game or not. I've never tried. But I'd actually like to purchase more 69 Chargers and just dial them up differently. Different color schemes, you know, 5 from the Hive type of a thing. Loved getting the Dart and Horizon too. But I'm thinking that's what we'll do. Let's make sure there's not an SRT tab. I'm assuming there's not, but just in the event that there was, that's something we could go for. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, if you, I don't know, if you're watching this, I assume you're into cars or racing or some sort, right? What are your thoughts? There is an SRT tab. Okay, interesting that they've got one. Viper GTS. So now we know. But if you're into cars, what is your bread and butter? Are you just, oh man, I love everything? Are you an import person? Are you like a little Subaru chick? Are you domestic? Are you a big bow tie person, blue oval? What is your cup of tea? Because mine is Mopar. Mopar, again, if you don't recall from earlier videos, Dodge and Plymouth performance cars of the 60s and 70s. At this point in time, it sort of encompasses, if you will, AMC, just, you know, kind of the buyout and everything. And where else are they going to go? You know, there's not enough of them around. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go the route of the Hellcat. And then we'll just try to amplify it a little bit, if that's even possible in the game. So 75,000, I assume we've got that. We got 326. We're good. So we could buy a couple of cars. If you come in and you watch anyone that's like a veteran, or you read like little game FAQ type things, what should I do? I'm new to the series. It's always, well, like, save all your money, use the starter cars, go buy an OP car, whiz through the game. That isn't fun to me. Like, it makes a lot of sense, I admit. Like, I understand the strategy. I don't want to go through the game like back in the days of Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2, which this predates my time on YouTube, but had I have had a channel back then, that's pretty much all you would have seen is Midnight Club, Need for Speed. Believe it or not, I was a huge fan of Vice City. Absolutely. That game, now, you know, it's not like as innovative and edgy as it was back then. But just in, I guess, being the age I was, not only was it popular, but like I knew the songs and stuff from the 80s and the one-hit wonders and how cliche it was. And I don't know, man, it just like, it hit at a perfect time, right? So there was a lot of loved NBA Live back in the day when they made it. Played a whole crud ton of Madden. Every once in a while I'd bust out and, you know, we'd go old school. NES and Genesis I still had connected at that point in time. And everything was played on the PS2. So for people like, oh, well, you know, you're such a Xbox fanboy over here. No, why did I get the Xbox? Because nobody would support... To this date, Madden 13 is the best version of Madden, and it was on the Wii U, and it's because of the gamepad, but everyone bailed and ran from it. But there were a couple of third-party games I wanted that just, they would not come to Nintendo. And then, how did I select? You know, one, I'd never had an Xbox, was part of the factor, I'll admit. The other big thing was just freaking hey, there's Forza. And so this is a console exclusive. It's kind of like a Mario Kart, Mario Odyssey, if there was ever Super Mario Galaxy 3. Forza, the Forza series, between Motorsports and Horizon, that to me is a system seller. If I have nothing else on it, and this was just the Forza machine, I'm set. Toss in some other things like Minecraft, and at the time I had high hopes for Garden Warfare, the first one. That's before they kind of canceled everything at the last minute. But I would honestly be content having the Xbox for Forza. The fact that I get the third-party games that kind of skip Nintendo, that works as well. So that said, let's quit rambling here and go ahead and pick this up. We got a lot of work to do, and I don't even know if we can do it. But by gosh, I'm going to try. So here's our Hellcat. As you should know from my Skylander videos, I am not a fan of red. In most cases, it kind of depends. I don't think we're going to find anything. Has someone made a demon? Oh. Why? I don't see anything different about it, just the name. Oh, 50th anniversary of the Hemi, that's cool. Okay, we got some wide body stuff here. So that's what we need, is a wide body kit. Let's see if we can get into that ourselves. I want to build this right. I want to build this my way. So we will back out of there. We're gonna do it up. I did buy the car, right? Apparently not. So let's select it. Surely I don't have to put, I guess, believe me, we've not bought many cars here. We won the Aston Martin. Why is this not working? Can we just go into colors, I guess? Yes, fine. Cool. So what color would we want our demon to be? Red obviously does make the most sense. Now, if you're unfamiliar, a little history lesson, which most people probably won't bother to tell you. 1970, the lovely Plymouth Duster was born, sort of an expansion on the A-body platform. By modern standards, it went viral. It was huge. It was like, oh, snap, you know. It's a cheap, affordable, cool-looking car with a slant 6, and then you can throw a 340 in it, and it's a holy terror because, why? It's lightweight. And of course, what did people do? They're like, hey, this engine bay is kind of big. And so it's like, well, let's see if we can throw a 440 in it. And they did. And then you had, you know, the drag teams and whatnots. They were throwing in Hemis. And it turns out you take a really lightweight car with a short wheelbase, 108 inches, which, you know, compared to a B-body at the time, quite a step down, if you will. And yeah, slap in a big motor on the front, you go pretty freaking fast. So the Duster, again, was such a big success. In 71, Dodge came in with its basic twin car, the Demon. The Demon ran 71 and 72. And then, of course, there was honestly an outrage. People were upset that the car was called the Demon. And so 1973, essentially what would have been your 73, 74 Demon became Dart Sports. So you typically think of a Dart, well, I realize now there's new ones, but back in the day, Dart, it was kind of a deal where it was like a square body car is what you're most familiar with, right? Like 66, 74 in there. 76, we should say, go all the way up there. But the Dart Sport was sort of, you know, Dodge's Duster, if you will. So, So this is kind of going to be like our B5, and that looks so freaking good on this car. But the truth is, we'll probably build a B5 car at some point in time. This would be like what? It's not Deepwater Blue, but maybe like Contusion Blue. I'm not sure what the 2015 name was. Might have been Jazz Blue. I'm not sure. Black would actually... Oh, that would be interesting. But I plan to build a black late model as well. Yeah, white would be ironic. Man. Let's roll with... You know what? Let's look at the special colors. Okay, that's some out there crud we don't want to get into. No, hideous. This is not. We're not hiding the car with digital camo. Where's the? Isn't there a carbon fiber we went through? Please don't ever do that to your Challenger. Wood grain, the whole, no. Even if it's vinyl, it's still wrong, kids. Just remember that. Oh, hey, normal. Well, you know what? Dang, that B5 pops in this game. Let's do it. Let's roll with dark. That's what we want to do. So 75,000. Can I purchase it now? Yes, that's the warning screen I was looking for. Yeah, I don't know what tokens are really, so boom, there we go. Got ourselves a 2015 Hellcat, but it ain't a Demon yet. It's still just a Hellcat, and we gotta fix that. Not that there's anything wrong with 707 horsepower, but... Ooh. Oh, and they put the little Demon... It's really cool the way they transitioned the Hellcat badge into the Demon. It's not the old Demon logo with the pitchfork. It's more like the fender badge you see there. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go. I guess first thing first, or I would always go under the hood first, right? But I guess we will go out back, right? No. Where would they put the body kit? Is it the rockers? Was that how they organize it here? There it is. That's what I want. No, that's paint, really. Is that not a body kit, too? Ah. No? Oh, come on. Can we not just get a menu for this? I mean, really. Alright, you know what? Let's back out of there. And I want to just click on upgrades. That's what we want to do. So, yeah, upgrade. That's what we want. Alright, custom upgrade. Oh, body kit. Presets. I don't know if we're going to like that. Oh. No, 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 no. Those wheels. Those wheels are not a winner. But that body kit, that's probably the only one they offer in this game, truth be told. So it's probably what we're going to have to go with, whether we... tweak it. That honestly kind of looks like the Demon. It's, again, it just looked like something an upfit plant would have done. Oh, and it drops it so nice. This will preset your 15 Challenger / 18 Demon with a complete Liberty Walk body kit and give it an aggressive stance to match it. Is that free, or do we have to like pay for all the individual components? Because let's do it. Let's just see what happens. Oh. Oh, we added some weight there. You gotta be kidding me. You know what? I want a full manual. So, custom upgrade. We're gonna take care of this ourselves. Okay. Alright, so let's do it. Let's do the body kit first. So, it's not on here. Why? I don't know. Front bumper. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. It's gonna look sweet. Dang that. Oh, okay. How does that... Let's think about it. Rear wing. You know what? The duckbill looks nice on a factory Challenger. But I think we're gonna go with this one. It's nothing, it takes the stats down, but I assume it'll give us down for us. Hopefully it's worthwhile. Let's back out of there. Is there seriously? Okay, it's body. It's considered a conversion. So yeah. Oh yes, and that kept the factory wheels too. Love it. Okay, so braking. Yeah, let's do that. Get our body kit because again, it's my only option. You know. Engine swap. We don't really need an engine swap. We just need a bigger blower. Okay, that's not really going to work for us. We don't need to put a V10 in it. We just need a larger blower. Alright, let's get into the suspension here. We want to drop it down nice. So, put some coilovers on this thing. Nope. Yeah, we want it low. That's for sure. Alright. You don't really want your front end tight on these. But the case of the matter is, in Forza Horizon 3, we're not going to get to go in a straight line, you know, from a standstill or a dig. So I feel like we'll just option it out like so. Same in the rear, because again, we do actually want to win and be competitive with this. Chassis reinforcement, yes please. Oh yeah. You know what? We're going to cage this thing. Now, when they say it's banned by the NHRA, it's basically the car is too fast without a cage. So it's just like, come back with a cage. It's, you know, the same thing. I could take my, like, we could go get a junker and I could roll up and I could have a battery that wasn't tied down, you know, and they're also going to kick me off the track or not let me run with the pre-inspection. And then it's a situation where it's like, I could come out and say, yeah, it's, banned from the track, and it's because I don't have a freaking battery tied down properly, right? So typically what happens is people get their car inspected. It's somewhat of a sleeper. You don't know how fast it is. You haven't seen them at the track before, and then they come in and they click off, and it's like, hey, you've got to have all sorts of chassis work done for your safety, and goodbye. So that's when it's kind of a legitimate complaint. That's sort of what it is here. You know, they ran it, they know what it does, and it's like, hey, by the way, guys, please do this. Now, weight reduction is huge here. The Demon, like I said, you can actually option it out with a passenger seat and with a back seat, but hey, why would we do that? You're always faster with just yourself in the car, so we're going to not only can that, but we're going to can that. We don't need no radio. We got 840 horsepower. So, what does that cost? $23.50. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, let's just... There we go. I don't know what that is. Acid dip, carbon fiber, something. We got to make this thing run. That's what we got to do. So, drivetrain. What is that geared? It's not geared too aggressively because of the transmission. Alright. No big gains to be had there. Can we lighten the drive shaft? Nope. We're going to try to save as much as we can. Yeah, so we're good. We're good here. Will the clutch offer anything to us? No. Alright, so maybe with other upgrades it will. Brakes. How did we skip the brakes? I have to wonder. What did we do to... Okay. Granted, this is an SRT, so the Brimbos should be sufficient, right? What is that doing? Eh? Okay, braking did go up there, so let's go ahead and do that. Kind of important. What was the last one? Okay, yeah. I guess we just skipped brakes somehow. Now, this is the all-important power, right? Let's just go straight to the blower. Granted, this has, I mean, it's a Hellcat, so it's a supercharger, right? 6.2, hit me with the supercharger. But, can we make it bigger? So, speed jumps a lot there. Everything else in the red. So the power band's moving up a little bit. You know what? That's the 900 mark right there. Look at that torque curve. Good lord. It's just, there you go. That's pretty crazy to be that linear over that range of power. But look, the red line or the orange line is going to be our horsepower. And we've got that thing close to 900. If you recall, the Demon I told you was 840 horsepower. So 707 plus 97, that's going to add up nicely. So we got to do it. We're spending a lot of money, but hey. Let's go ahead now with an intercooler here. And it's a must. Oil and cooling, I'd kind of like to upgrade. That's nothing we have to do. Our launch goes down, I guess, because of the weight. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll kind of compromise here. Can we get a lightweight flywheel in the house? Sure, let's do it. A race flywheel. Nope, still need to be here. So, we'll work our way back. Pistons and compression. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead. We're gonna need a good set of forged pistons for all the boost we're running. Do we want to stroke the motor? That's a lot of money for not a lot of gain. We're close. You know what? We'll hold off on that because we've got the 840 here. We'll wait there as well. We want to leave something in the can that we can kind of play with. Oh my! And it looks like we'll invest in a camshaft. So, definitely want to get exhaust on this car. Yeah, let's go ahead and go all out here. Ignition. Sure. Fuel system. Gotta be dialed in, I would say. Oh, we get a little fuel cell here. That's just kind of, we're upgrading the rails, if you will. Either one of those is pretty solid. Let's go all out. And lastly, did you know this is one of the coolest things? Okay, so the way the Demon's hood works, which I wish they had that in here. It's kind of like more of an old super stock looking hood. The scoop is right up at the front lip. On the Challenger, you sort of got like that front fascia, you know, with the emblem recess, if you will. And then we've got the hood right there. That scoop is right there. I don't know how tall it is because I haven't seen it in person. It's fairly subdued. Goes with the curvature of the hood. But what it does, and they've rebadged Air Grabber, which Air Grabber back in the day, it was like a pop-up. It was vacuum controlled, super cool. But anyway, what they did is they've rerouted the AC to actually, you know, usually the way Ram Air works, right, is you're sitting there, picture yourself downtown, heat island effect, you're stuck in traffic, it's going slow. You don't have much air working its way through your grill, through a hood scoop if it's applicable. And so you're just going to catch heat. And of course, motors like cold air, cold dense air, if you will. You're going to make more power. Number one on the Hellcat, if you note the little louvers off to the side, those are actually heat extractors, and they are functional. I know this because you can hold your hand over the hood of a Hellcat right there. And it's to vent hot air out of the engine bay, right? And that's helped whenever you've got cold air coming in the front. It's, you know, natural flow. What they did, though, you know, Ram Air, you know, typically you get up to 70, 100 miles an hour, and it's like, wow, you know, you're picking up all this power. Not really a lot. It's always exaggerated, but it is something, you know, and it can aid in cooling and things like that. But what they do, it's not just the, you know, air entry manually, you know, increasing with speed. They reroute the air conditioning from the cabin of your vehicle to the intake tract, cooling the air. So if you're out, you know, like today here in Texas, like 75, we'll say. So if I'm lining up against my buddy on the highway after work, right, we're going from a dig. They take off, they've got a scoop, you know, TA or a shaker or whatever. Yeah, it's going to suck in some extra air. But in addition to me sucking in extra air, I've just gone in and we've chilled it, literally. And so it's sort of, you know, borderline water meth injection type of stuff, but rerouting of the air conditioning to do that. Brilliant. Factory engineering, man. You get to a point where there's like so much you want to accomplish and so little you can do. You've got to start thinking outside the box. So we're going to go ahead and pick up the cold air intake. For whatever reason, I don't really know, but hey, that's what we're going to do. Now the Demon, I love these wheels on the Hellcat. I think this car might be able to pull off like the Brass Monkey vibe as well, which is kind of like your brass colored wheels. But let's go ahead. The Hellcat actually has pretty beefy tires too. the Demon kind of has these funky 5-spokes. Oh, I like that. And by funky 5-spoke, that's not what I mean. It's almost like, it almost looks cheap, but I'm sure they're 11 inches wide, for frick's sake. I mean, it's pretty insane. That, if we didn't have the branding in red, I might like that. I wonder if we could paint them. They're almost like, again, like I said, just if we increase the gap there on the stars, it's close to that. And it's one of those things, not necessarily the best looking wheel, but I mean, hey, if it gets the job done, man, who really cares? Got a factory production car that will leave the dealership with the front wheels lifted. That's okay, you know. So specialized, let's see what we can get. Freaking Krieger's add so much weight. I guess that's true to form though. Man. Ooh. It would be so nice if we could get, you know, like some torque. Not that I'd put torque thrust on this car, but just if we could get that type of an assortment, you know. Sort of more Kragers, torque thrust, you know, eel alloy type of stuff. A lot more from Weld, maybe Billet Specialties. Some Boyd Coddington, Junkyard Dogs, you know, for some of our old school cars we're going to build. Some Magnum 500s. I wonder what that would look like. I guess that's not a choice here. That actually looks pretty sick. But I feel like the closest to the Demon is what we had. Let's see what Dodge. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what we were looking for. I was just going by pictures there. My mistake. Okay, so rim style. Sport. Was it multi-piece where we found it? And we can paint these as well. Dang. That's so close. Is it saving any weight? I guess it's just equilateral. Same weight, essentially, just right off. What does it look like with the first ones again? Not those. Ooh, that's nice. Still kind of inclined to give these a shot and just hope when I spray them, we can get rid of that, you know, branding on them. Let's do it. That looks very much like the Demon. I mean, with what we've got to work with, you know. Front rim size is 11, even an option. Let's keep those, and then we want a big old rim. Let's see what we can do rubber wise. How about that? Rear tire width. What was the Demon? Is it 315? I mean, they're special nittos made specifically for this car. Okay. 8.4. So we're getting a gain at a 345. 7.1. Yeah. 395. What? Really? What is it doing there? Huh. Why is it not ordered correctly? I was thinking it'd be a 295. 35. 867982. Okay. The acceleration. Oh yeah, okay. That's what we're going with. That's fine. Front tire, I would assume it's got skinnies on it. I would have to say. We'll just stay factory here. And tire compound. Can we get some special? It is. Alright. $10,000. Gotta be kidding me. I'm not a fan of the white wall. The Demon has no need to advertise. That is expensive. Does go up quite a bit though. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna go ahead and put it on. Alright, now, have we played with everything? I feel like we have. Let's look at the front. What? Aero and appearance, where is the front bumper? Have we already... Why is it locked out? Shouldn't it be here? Huh. What am I missing? Continue working. Okay. Huh. No. Weird. I don't know where the front bumper went. Strange. Anyway, I think this is what we're gonna roll with. We're spending close to what we did on the car. I mean, a Hellcat 65,000 somewhere in there. Demon pricing wasn't really announced, you know. But we basically created as close as I think we can get to a Demon. If we could swap the hood out, I think I'd do a really good job of fooling you. And of course, the badging. We can always change the color too. Red's just not my thing. You know, it depends on the car. But I think we're ready to go. No? by ready to go. I'm installing it. We're doing it. We made a Demon, folks. Okay, so we were previously 4438. One of the big things with a Demon. Ha ha! 1,000. One of the big things with the Demon was the weight reduction. Then, of course, I mean, every 100 pounds is basically a tenth of a second. This is why you yank the back seat when you go to the track, right? Lateral G's have improved. Our peak power is ridiculous. And we're going to go ahead and buy it, man. It's gonna set us back a bit, but hey, you got to do what you got to do to get a 2018 custom One of Wiisdom edition Demon, right? So there we go. And I honestly have to say I do like the silver, not really silver, but sort of matte on the wheels. But if we could look at some paint on that, which how do we do that? We just pull it up, right? View car. I think we can come in and we're on that screen. Ooh, look what we did. Look what we did. Oh, yeah. Now, I wish I could paint calipers. You know what? That's pretty freaking accurate, man. I gotta say. I realize you haven't seen a Demon in this color. You've only seen the red from the... and they've got them now at the New York. If you're in New York, by all means, go to the NYAIS. Because you can see this thing in person. They've got one of them sort of like staged. I'm sure it's on jack stands or something, but it's like it's leaving with the front wheels off the ground. Oh, I think we nailed it. I mean, for what we have to work with, I think we just built a Demon. Let's get in this bad boy. This is a very long episode. I've rambled quite a bit, but what can you do? Why is there not... I guess it's design and paints you just go to?
This is the paint shop. Okay. Design a paint job yourself, or see what those other artsy kids out there at Horizon are spraying.
Paint hood. Can we just, like, carbon fiber this? Oh. Oh. What have I done? Oh, yeah. I freaking hate the new steering wheels, though. I mean, they're nice, but the aesthetics are... you didn't have that, you know, 08 through 2010. Something they did in 2011 was, like, make the interiors more plush. Ooh, look at our bright pedal pads. Did you know if you've got a Challenger and you've got the bright pedal pads from the factory and it's annoying to you because your parking brake is just a regular old rubber cover? If you got a Mercedes lot, it's like a $20 part, man. You can get your bright pedal cover. It'll just slide right on. Now, granted, I don't remember quite when the cutoff was, but again, 08, 09, 10, you're covered. Should we? Can we get carbon fiber? I wish you could see carbon fiber a little better. Oh. Oh, yeah. You know what? This is all free, right? Carbon fiber matte. Yeah, we're going matte. We're a demon. We got time for that. All right, paint the mirrors. What would that look like in carbon fiber? Oh. You know, that gives a very sinister appearance. And I feel like it should be factory colors. Paint the wing, no. Paint rims. Those have grown on me a lot, I'm not even going to lie. But the black would be... and it's kind of a matte black. It's not this glossy, I don't think, on the Demon. Dang, that's silver, though. Why is the freaking rocker polished? No Challenger has polished. That should be body color. That I hated that when I saw it initially, and I don't know why they've kept it that way, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn on painting the rims or not. We're not getting rid of the branding. That looks so good. And I wish the roll cage was blacked out too. It's one of those things. That black ain't bad. Let's do it. Let's roll with that one, I think. Tint windows. Every Demon's gotta have tint, man. Why can we not? Does it only show up good on the driver's side? Like, this looks factory. Like, we put really dark tint on. Huh. What's the deal? You know, I wonder what a blue tint would look like. I don't even see the tint, really. That's the problem. Like, I don't have a clue what our car would look like. You know what? But it's a Demon. We gotta go. Now, when you come from that, yes, you can see it. Let's go with a white. Okay. You know what? That's what we'll do. We'll just demonize the Hellcat. So, got our wheels, tires. I think we did okay. I wish you could see the carbon fiber a little better, and I wish I could wrap the deck lid as well. Really just the whole top end, you know, the roof and the deck lid would be pretty ideal. I'd love to kind of dull out the gloss of the tail panel with carbon fiber as well. Anyway, 42 minutes, man, dang. Okay, let's back out. We're gonna save it. Save to current car. Alright, I'm sure we can reset this if we wind up hating it or if it looks different. I gotta get this. I gotta be up really early tomorrow. So, it's not super late now, but by the time this renders, it will be. And then I've gotta upload it. So, let's back out. Back out. I think we did good. I think we did good. We took our time. We made some tough selections. We spent a lot of money. But I gotta say, tell me that doesn't look like a Demon. We nailed it. The only thing that's the glaring issue with this car is that freaking chrome rocker. It looks so bad. It looks so out of place. If that was just a deep blue, if it was even blacked out. On the Challenger, it's not body color. It's actually, you know, just like a black, you know, ABS plastic type of material. But frickin' A, we nailed this. Oh yeah, by the way, it's a 1,000 horsepower car. Oh man, this is so good. Yeah, I think we did all right, children. Let me know your thoughts on this thing. Is this how, if you were trying to build a Demon, excluding the color, I mean, you can make it black, red, white, you know, whatever you want. Lemon twist yellow, by all means. But what do you think of it, man? That third brake light, see how that works compared to what we've been in with the Charger? What do you think of the Demon I built? Is it cool? Is it awesome? Is it horrible? Is it a waste of money? Is it the greatest thing you've ever seen? Let me know. What is this? It's our prey. We're not gonna pull off an exorcism. Oh Lord, we're picking on an old Beamer. Well, take it easy on him, I guess. Oh, I didn't say the same. trying to read something else. I feel like I could just not even accelerate the rest of the way and we could win this. Oh man. Oh lord, he's right up on us. Okay, I was wrong. We will accelerate a little bit. The car is blisteringly quick.
Yards, you will arrive at your destination.
Yeah, how far? Let's speak up, lady. Okay, yeah, now we've totally lost the game. Well, that was uneventful. Yep, that's the Demon. Look at that body kit. Look at that side profile. We got the GoPro on the quarter, just about where you got your filler. A little bit back of that. We got to start making that money back. Pay for the Demon. Also, if we could change the halo colors out, that would just be wonderful. I'd put a very, very dark blue. Is it DOT legal? No. Do I look like an emergency vehicle? Apparently, if you want to write me a ticket, I do. But is it worth it aesthetically? You better believe it is. Alright. Where's a cool place? I mean, one more. Head-to-head. Unlock more street races. That's what we need to do. But first, I'd like to get a picture of our Demon. Actually, you know what? What am I thinking? We got a 1,000 horsepower car we haven't broken yet. Alright. There's only one way to do it. And that, my friends, is with a burnout. Oh yeah. So we may not have the same traction control. The factory delivered supercar, but whatever. There's a good spot. All I want to do is get a picture. And we'll take it from there. Is Downing... Whoa. Gotta need roads where we're going. Alright. You know what? I think... Alright. Park and brake, please. Park and brake. Park and brake. What is the camera button? Up? Yeah, that's my analog stick that's broken. Oh my, I think we built a Demon. Look at that. This isn't really the most evil looking location, I've got to say, but I just want to kind of showcase our handiwork here. Let's try... No. Alright. Gotta have enough color to appreciate it, though. Not that much. This is just a horrible location, but at nighttime, we're never gonna get a good appreciation for the paint, right? Yes, I'm sure. We need to find a better spot. That's what it comes down to. Note to self, the car does not like sand. Didn't expect. Whoa. XP board we haven't seen. Nor have we smashed. Excellent. Getting a little darker, which is bittersweet. You know where we need to be to take a picture with this car is the Outback. Out in the sticks, man. Not this lush, rainforesty savannah crud. We need somewhere incendiary, somewhere evil, somewhere where only the demons come out to play. And I don't think we're gonna do that today because this is like an hour-long love fest of me making a car that's not in existence in this game as best I can. I think we did a good job. I really do. This isn't me just like patting my back. I honestly think if I were to throw this out there and say, hey, I made a little Demon here and Forza Horizon 3, I feel like people would be, oh, that does look like a Demon, you know. So anyway, what I will do here, we're gonna end it. We had one kill. We will have many more, you rest assured, because we got to get all that money back. But I'll eventually get us a sweet shot. But we spent a lot of time here. Again, I've got to render it out, get it uploaded for you so you can see it tomorrow. I will be away most of the day. And I had a really good time. I hope you did too. Again, not everyone might be to the same level of infatuation as I am. with cars. But if you are, I hope you enjoyed. If you're not, hopefully you learned a little something. If you have not seen the reveal of the 2018 Dodge Demon, I encourage you to check it out because that was super enjoyable. You can skip to the back end of it. Vin Diesel comes out if you're into that sort of a thing, but a little bit before he came out is when they officially unveiled the car. They revved it up, had it do burnouts and accelerate at the little warehouse facility they had the press media at. So it was a pretty cool deal, a pretty big moment if you're a diehard Mopar, just into cars in general. I know there's a lot of people like myself, being, bleed Mopar blue, if you will, but there's equal numbers of people that all you care about is Mustangs. You're just Mr. Bowtie, you drive a Camaro, you want a Corvette. It's like, well, my, 240SX is king of the road, and I can't wait to get, a G45 or whatever, or Supra this, Supra that. For me, it's all about Mopars. Enjoy all cars. Obviously, I need something else around, or everyone would be into Mopars, so... But the Demon, regardless of where you stand, unless you're just someone that's just successfully stupid, and those people shouldn't be watching this video, because that's what Forza Horizon 3 is excessively stupid and amazing cars driving at really high rates of speed. So, but let me know what you think of it, man, and in particular the real Demon, and if you think Forza should add that, back up my tweet. Tell Dodge, tell Forza, Playground Games, Turn 10 Studios, Microsoft. Let them know that we need the Demon in this game. We will take it from there, man. But I had a really good time. I hope people enjoy this. I promise you the next one will be action-packed. We'll either be in the 69 Charger or our new Demon here, laying waste to the streets of Australia. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching Wiisdom.com. Follow me on Twitch and Beam. Follow me on Twitter as well. That said, until next time, the streets will never be the same.